Hello everyone, how you doing today? My name is JTB and I am back after I believe exactly a year or so of being gone and off of YouTube. I have returned. Um, so yes, I am back. Um, this video is kind of like a basically update for this year, kind of explaining what's going to be going on here on out. Um, First off, reason I'm back. Um, that's gonna kind of have to do with a lot of the things that are going to be coming up in the future. But the truth is, with everything going on with Corona, I have more time to make videos, more time at home to relax. And instead of doing nothing, I wanted to do something different. And I decided to come back to YouTube. So I'm going to explain basically what's going to be happening on here in the future. So let's get started on that. So the first thing I want to discuss is obviously the future, but kind of my performance in the past. So I've been looking through my channel as of last year ago, and one thing I did notice consistently was that the videos that I did regarding Legos never, never did really well. If you look, I know for some of these videos, I was lucky to get 10 views on them. Some blew up. My Stanley uh, minifigure tribute got 238, which is interesting, and my actual tribute to him got only 24. But it's not all about the views. But looking at what I did before, I can see that there were certain things that didn't work, and there were certain things that did work. So one thing that I definitely will do, or I might do, is a lot of movie theory based videos. My two theories that I did, which was the General Grievous one and the hot dog dance one, they both did pretty well. They are some of the highest views one, and even though they're not that much, they definitely performed higher. And I think if I do that consistently, I mean, I put a lot of effort into those two. If I do that consistently, you're going to be seeing a lot more of that. Another thing I've always wanted to do for a while, and I've discussed it, was basically figuring out writing a video about how score music within movies impacts the emotion that the audience feels, and basically how movie studios use music to basically really get emotion out of an audience. Because if you watch a scene without music, it's completely different than if you watch it with music. There are many great examples of that. Lion King, Endgame, Up, many great examples. So that was one idea I had for video. Movie reviews. Movie reviews are gonna be I don't want to do them video, because to do that, it would basically be filming me and somebody else talking about a movie, and you know, um, it wouldn't be a whole lot going on. So those might happen. I definitely might be doing those in another project that I'm going to talk about in a few moments here. I might be doing movie reviews there. Um, I just discussed the movie analytic videos where we basically discuss, you know, cinema tips and tricks that are how companies are able to get these massive emotions out of us. So as I mentioned earlier, there is going to be another thing happening here, and that is I'm going to try to start a podcast. Um, uh, the hope the hope was to try to get it, on the podcast app and Spotify and all the stuff. But what I really wanted to do is try to find a cheap way to do it, and the easiest way is to just use my video editing app to essentially, create one image and then just show that the entire time, post it to YouTube. Um, that's not the ideal because it's kind of hard to listen to. But I did want to do this. I wanted to see how it goes. It's called Finding Light. Uh, the logo is admittedly extremely. I don't really think it's great, but I used PixArt, which is a free app, to create it. I tried to go with the type of concept with Star Wars: The Clone Wars. If you've ever seen that logo, you'll know it's on top, on bottom, and then the main thing in the middle. And you can see with the light, the idea was that the light bulb is, shining light. And um, the reason why I'm deciding to do this is because obviously right now, if you're watching this video as of around March of 2020, unless you are completely ignorant, uh, you know that there is a pandemic going on, and you know, being stuck at home with obviously not a whole lot of social interaction with all of the social contact bans within America. A lot of people are bored, um, and quite honestly, a lot of people are, they're upset and just without social contact and being stuck in the same place for, you know, the entire day, not being able to go out, seeing people, not being able to just do anything really. So the idea, it's called Finding the Light, to basically remind everybody that they're not alone, uh, uh, and that there are people that you can always go to, your friends, your family. You can go to for anything. So it's called Finding the Light. Basically, I'm gonna interview people. Um, this is, of course, where I said I might do some reviews, but it's really going to be interviews, and it's going to be focusing on. So I already have my first guest plan. It's one of my closest friends. I've told him to have an idea of something to talk about. I'm gonna ask every single episode. I'm gonna interview somebody and ask them first off what makes them happy. What do they do during this time, and hopefully help you find the light in your life and be able to kind of find something to find something that you can obviously hear, listen to, that will take your mind off of this entire thing. That's the goal with that. I want to do episodes as often as I possibly can. Um, of course, I have to fit around the schedule of whoever I'm interviewing. So the first episode is gonna be out. Hopefully, I want it to be out honestly by next week, or if possible this weekend. Um, I still have to work out how I'm gonna exactly interview them. I have an idea of how what app I'm gonna use, and like I said, I want to keep it as free as I possibly can because using money of all this is gonna be it's a mess. But yeah, I really want to do this. It makes it easier for me. I don't have to really record anything besides me speaking. I don't have to record myself or set up my tripod. I just speak to somebody and we just talk for however long the episode goes, and hopefully it'll be beneficial to everybody who is stuck at home right now, which is, as of right now, the entire United States. So that is all for this quick update video. So yeah, I'm back, and I hope to do as much content as I did before. Of course, I'm gonna try to focus a lot more on quantity than quality. That's always my priority. And with some of these bigger projects that I want to do and these bigger videos that I want to write, I'm really gonna spend a lot of time on them. As of right now, it doesn't look like I'm gonna be going back to school for another few weeks, if not a month. So um, I'm definitely going to be trying to put as much stuff up on here for that time period. And just so you're aware, if once this craziness does end, I'm not going to just disappear. I hope not. The podcast is still going to keep on going. Obviously, we're not going to have to talk about that anymore. It'll be more a lot of other stuff we can talk about, and we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But the plan is to stay here, hopefully balance this. Obviously, with summer coming up, again, it'll be really easy for me to throw stuff out. I'm not very busy during the summer. I have a few things that I do, but I'm not too busy. So there should be a lot of stuff going on then. But yeah, that's it. So I hope you are all well. I hope your families are all well, and I hope that you are happy. Um, you know, Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.